Hi, my name is Pam Clevenger. I'm 43 years old and I'm a 3.5-year survivor of breast cancer. I'm a 2-time survivor. The first time I had breast cancer I was 27, and then the second time I was 38. The first time I had no palpable mass, I had nothing to suggest I had breast cancer. I had an early mammogram and we found it. We had an early screening mammogram. So my husband likes to joke that that was the best day of his life because we found the cancer early and it saved me. The first time it was different. The mammogram is what saved me. So I was going in every year and the radiologists at Shands were wonderful. They looked at my mammograms, made sure everything was clear before I even left so I didn't have to worry. I had been on a yearly maintenance. I had to go in every year and have my mammograms. For the first 2 years, I believe it was, I was on every 6 months. Then we went, actually it was for the first 5 years. I was on every 6 months for mammograms, checking to make sure, and they all came back good. And then when I was 12 years out from my first diagnosis, I had a reoccurrence. This last time I was 38. I had 3 different types of breast cancer. Terror. I had a 5-month-old, so my son was very young, so I wanted to make sure I was here. We had waited so long between my initial diagnosis to try to have a child. The doctors said I should wait 5 years, so we waited, and then we waited 10 years. And I knew that it was a risk, that if I decided to try to have a baby, that the cancer could come back. And it, of course, did. But I knew. The reason I sort of knew something was because the techs were so wonderful, they had to take another film. And when they asked for the second film was when I started to get suspicious. And then that's when it kind of all progressed from there. And they needed to have a second look. So I was a little concerned, and then Dr. Torres let me know that they did find something that they needed to look into further. So we went ahead and did another mammogram, and they ended up giving me a biopsy the same day. So they were very expedited about it because they knew how nervous I was because of my previous breast cancer. When we found out the diagnosis, I had to wait 3 days for the diagnosis, and when I got that, I was scheduled in the breast center the following Monday, very quickly. But you know, the one good thing that did happen was Dr. Marshall actually called me on Friday night. I was waiting for the results, and it was after 5 o'clock, and she called to make sure that I knew that I didn't have to wait over the weekend, which was just wonderful. You know, it's hard enough to wait for those results, but to have somebody call you on 5 o'clock, after 5 o'clock on a Friday was very nice. All of the radiologists, I know Dr. Marshall, I know Dr. Abbott, I know Dr. Torres, they've all been fabulous. I felt completely comfortable. I knew that if there was anywhere that I could get the care that I needed, it was here. It's been 3.5 years and I am cancer-free, and very, very thankful. Because we found the cancer early and we had an early mammogram, I've added many, many years to my family. I'm negative for both genes that they test for, BRCA1 and BRCA2. So it's kind of an anomaly. I had breast cancer twice before the age of 40 with no family history. Listen to your body. You know your body. And if you think you need to go in, even if you're not the age it says or the recommended age, follow up and listen to yourself because your body knows. There's no reason not to get a mammogram. They don't hurt. You can walk in and out. It's a very quick, painless procedure. It takes 15 minutes usually, and it saves so many lives.